Hi there and welcome to my new speed painting video. In this video you see how I create my one piece of paradise artwork in which I portrayed a beautiful little tiger. On my Patreon page you have access to the full version of this video for only $5 a month, and also you have access to all previous videos and all my future videos as long as you stay a patron. The original of this piece is available in my online store, as well as 20 limited edition prints on high quality Hanemühle fine art paper. They are really beautiful. If you're interested in purchasing those, you might have a look on my Patreon page where I offer a special deal for prints. So, and now let's get started with the video. For the first layers of watercolor I mostly use my favorite brush. This is a very large watercolor brush. There are even larger ones, so if you painting larger watercolor pieces, I would recommend to buy those calligraphy brushes. They have the most beautiful effects. And what is important with watercolor is that you have that the first colors you add are the brightest colors. You can't get brighter with watercolor. So, for example, if I would have chosen the wrong color for the tiger, maybe a too brownish or a too grayish color, I would never get the bright orange back. With oil colors you always can paint over your layer and you have the bright color again, but not with watercolors. This is the most difficult thing with watercolors. So if you see in the first stages that you kind of chose the wrong color and you know that you can't change it, then mostly it is better to just start the piece on a new piece of paper or just start another piece. This is a normal thing that happens to me. Maybe one of, I would say, 5 pieces, or sometimes one of 3 pieces. I kind of screwed up some ways and then I started over. So it's not a big deal. It's hard, I know, but you kind of get used to it. So what you can do is that you take just the color pencil you have and you limit your palette to these colors. Trust me, the result will be super surprising and wonderful. Because have you ever imagined to paint a face only with green, pink, purple and blue? I think you might not have thought about that, but in reality the colors don't really matter that much. It is more the values of the colors. And when you limit your palette to colors, that just the colors you have, you are forced to practice the values. That means how dark a specific area is or how light an area is. And the process can really eat up a lot of time. I find it very meditative to just get a realistic outcome, or maybe in this case a little bit surrealistic Disney comic like outcome, and I find it very meditative. When I'm painting or drawing, I'm just the happiest person ever. And if something interrupts me, I kind of get a little bit angry because I just want to continue painting. Oh, and here you see that I use the white gel pen to get the highlights. This is mostly the last step I do when I think so. Everything is nice. Now it's time for the white gel pen. If you want to have a light gray layer over something, you can use the white watercolor. I think I got it from Winsor & Newton or from Schmincke, I guess. But I would advise you, when you want to buy watercolor, to always look out for some discounts. Some online shops have a lot of discounts, and just sign up to their newsletter and they will bomb you with discount. And when you need watercolor or another brand, just use their discounts and will get it for a better price. For example, the lower bird you see on the painting, the blue one, I painted a little bit too fine. I think when I have just let it go and make him a little bit more looser, he might have even looked better. And now I'm painting the shadow of the roses. And it's the same with roses. I think when you paint flowers a little bit more loose, they look more lively than as if you would paint them super fine and paint every petal. But I also enjoy the art when they paint the flowers very fine, because I just love flowers and you can paint them in so many different ways that everything it will mostly look beautiful. So, and this is the finished painting where I added some of my glitter glue. I think I just love glitter. Glitter is the best. And so I think that's it. So, and now we are already at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and it was a little bit helpful for you. I wish that you are very motivated and inspired to create your own artworks, because I know how hard it is to be inspired every day, but maybe I can be a little bit helpful for you. So, see you in the next one. Bye bye!